I'll be making one thing a day every single day for the month of August. And I'll update you guys at the end of every week. So this is August 1st through August 7th. But first, here are the rules. 1, it cannot interfere with my current work. 2, I have to finish that day. So if I only have 10 minutes to create that day, that's the only amount of time I have to create. Rule 3, I am not allowed to plan ahead. The point is for this to be free flowing. I'm doing this to combat my creative paralysis. It's just to create for the sake of creating. August 1st, my boyfriend and I did 10-minute creative circuits. He writes, I draw. So for the first 10 minutes, I drew a character. This was my first character. And he wrote a story. This was his first story. He read me the story, I showed him my character, and then he had 10 minutes to write a story about my character, and I had 10 minutes to draw a character that reflected his story. Then we thought it would be fun to switch places. He draw, I write. This was also good because writing isn't my go-to medium. So I wrote a story, he drew a picture, then I wrote a story about his picture, and then he drew a picture about my story. 40 minutes in total, got to spend time together, and was good creative practice. I recently saw the new Zendaya movie, the new Spider-Man movie, and I loved it. I felt inspired. I wanted a t-shirt. So I drew this t-shirt, I drew on it, and I sewed it. This was for August 2nd and August 3rd. It technically broke the rule of finishing in one day, but I let it slide because it incorporated both drawing and sewing. And I'm pretty proud of my bias minding. August 4th, I was babysitting my brother. I did not have a lot of time, so we did the creative practice together. And we made a couple of these pouches. It only took like 5 minutes, and then I let him color them. I use it to hold my measuring tapes. August 5th, I had 15 minutes before going to sleep, so I made this, that I turned into this, that became this medallion repeat pattern. My boyfriend, he said it looks psychedelic, so I gave myself an extra 15 minutes. This, then this. At that point, it was 11:30 and I really need to go to sleep. On August 6th, I set a 45-minute timer for painting. I painted this, and my little brother Bubba painted this. I actually think this is pretty ugly, so I think Bubba won that day. On August 7th, I decided I wanted to learn 3D sculpting, so I opened up this app called ZBrush and started learning the brush tutorials, which was pretty boring, but I made this pretty ugly 3D heart. But hey, it's a new skill, and forcing myself to create one thing every day made this happen. Woo! So if you want to do this too, I suggest you try it. Maybe you can make your own rules, but go and create. I'll see you next week.
Bye.